Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Sas here. I'm here for another top 5 list. Now, I did a top 5 hot messes of love after lockup. If you didn't see that video, click on this. So I thought that it was fitting, and you all seemed to enjoy that video. I was like, well, there was a whole lot of hot messes in 90 Day Fiancé. So I thought, let's do the top 5 hot messes, the hot mess women of 90 Day Fiancé. Now, of course, this is just my list. Of course, this is all in fun. Of course, I can't fit everybody in. There was some strong honorable mentions, but I just can't fit in everybody. Chantel, Libby, Rebecca, Tanya. Honey, and the list can go on and on and on. But I think I did pretty good on my list. Y'all know what to do. Let me know down below who will be on your list, child. Let's get into it. Number 5. Jiggle that Jenny. Jiggle that Jenny, honey, 62 years old. And she done met her little honey drip, honey, 31-year-old Smith. Boy, I had a good time talking about these two. Smith, he was from India. They met, I believe, on Facebook, child. And honey, Smith done knocked 62-year-old off her feet. He knocked her off her feet. She done fell in love, honey. She cashed in everything she owned. She cashed in her 401k, her retirement, her checking account, her savings account, her Christmas club, her piggy bank. Honey, she said, I'm in it to win it. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to live, marry, and be with this 31-year-old man. Again, she's 62. She has children of her own. And I believe she's a grandmother. See, this is a theme with this show. Older white women that's hard in the face. Out here just cutting the shine for these young boys they done met on the internet. So she gets over there to India. And we meet Smith. Things was going okay. Things was going lovely. Until that fatal day, honey, when we seen on national television, Jiggle Neck Jenny's face literally got cracked. Honey, her face got cracked. Jenny's face was cracked from here to yonder, honey. A bombshell was dropped from Child, not only was Submit in debt and broke, and he didn't have no job, which is another continuation theme of 90 Day Fiancé. He was married. Y'all remember that scene, honey? The whole family came to embarrass Jiggle That Jenny. Honey, the mama, the daddy, the cousins, the nephews, the great nieces, the grandmother, the grandfather, the wife. Honey, everybody showed up to embarrass this woman. He married and he got you sitting on the edge of the bed. So, of course, Jenny, she was embarrassed, honey. She was cross, not flat. She just couldn't believe it. So she took her butt back to the United States. Now, see, that should have been it. Now, see, to any other normal person, for me, let me just speak for me. I would have cussed his ass out and his mama and his daddy and his greasy granny. And I would have said, F you, I ain't never coming back. I am embarrassed. I am hurt. You done lied to me, Smith. Now you lucky I don't bust you upside your head, but I ain't trying to go to no, Indian jail. I ain't trying to go to no jail in India. So I'm going to take my butt back home and don't you ever call me again. See, that's what I would have did. But what did 62-year-old Jiggle That Jenny do? she started back communicating with Smith. Started back. And he reeled her back in. I love you, darling. I love you, baby. See, my wife ain't no count. See, my wife ain't no good. See, I don't love her. I've been trying to get a divorce from years. But see, my parents is holding me back. But see, the thing about Jeannie is, when she went over there, because she had been over there several times, she befriended Smith's mom. She up in the house eating, laughing, chilling. And see, his parents, Smith's parents, thought that Jeannie was just this American Facebook friend. It was like, this is just an American woman down here chilling. But see, behind the scenes, Jeannie was slathering herself up some Bengay, soaking in Epsom salt, just so Smith could break that back. Honey, they all having fun in the back while the parents is thinking that they friends. But see, of course, what you do in the dog come to light. And see, the parents found out that Smith and Jeannie was in a whole relationship, even when he was married. And when I tell you they were livid, they said, don't you be bringing that woman back over here no more. She old. She older than us. What do y'all have in common? Absolutely not. See, you are supposed to marry or be with a youngin. Ain't nobody tell you to go and be with my cattle. Ain't nobody tell you to be with somebody who's 113 years old. She went to school with Moses. She don't use no calculator. She use abacus. What is going on? So Jeannie, of course, she's trying to explain her actions. And not only does Jeannie know that he's married, she done got embarrassed. Her face is cracked. She done went through her money. She goes back over there. She goes back over there for round 2, and baby, it was on and popping. Now see, Smith is still saying he broke. He ain't got no money for no divorce. He had to take from Peter to give to Paul. And here's Jeannie. I done spent a whole lot of money on Smith. And he needs to get a divorce for us to get married. And we go around and around and around. And then it was time to have that sit down with Mama and Papa Smith. Baby, it was a hot mess. Honey, that mama was fit to be tied. She was screaming and yelling, and she said, over my dead body, will you marry this woman? That's what Mama Smith said. Y'all remember that? And then we have Smith crying, snot flying, he begging, he on his knees, talking about he don't want to be married to that other woman he loved, Jenny. It was a hot mess. And that mama said, I said what I said. Don't marry this woman. So of course, they talking about how they wanted to hurt themselves. Smith said he wanted to hurt himself when he was in that god-awful marriage. It was just a hot mess. Jeannie gets emotional. She jumps up. She goes into the back of the room, crying, stop flying, talking about she don't want to break up a happy home. All that crying, stop flying, screaming, yelling, going in debt, being in debt. He still didn't marry Jeannie. After all that. But see, I got an update for y'all. The update is allegedly, now this is from the internet, so y'all know the internet's been lying sometime. According to the internet, all signs that Jeannie and Smith have married in India. This is according to Screen Rant. So apparently Jeannie and Smith are married in India. They are filming, allegedly, for 90 Day Fiancé Season 3, the other way. And that, my friends, is Jiggle Jeannie. She's number 5. Now let's move on over to another old fool, honey. Bam! Yolanda. Y'all remember Yolanda? Yolanda was 52 years old and a mother of 6. Now see, when we first met Yolanda, I was like, here is a attractive female. What is going on here? Then she started opening up her mouth and I was like, oh. Y'all remember Yolanda? Yolanda's whole right side of her hair is full of gel and pump it up. Y'all remember it? Pop it up, go ahead, pop it up, go ahead. What? Pop it up, go ahead, pop it up, go ahead. You got to pop it up. Now see, for my Caucasian persuasions, y'all ain't familiar with this product. But for us, we very familiar with it. So, we meet Yolanda, lovely woman. And then she says that on Instagram she met at, what was he, Nigerian, y'all? Williams. Not even William. His name was Williams with an S. That's a red flag right there. But see, Yolanda didn't heed that red flag. She took it and ran with it. So, of course, we never seen Williams. She never seen Williams. None of that. Okay? So, of course, her family, her kids, her friends was like, girl, you getting catfish. This man ain't real. He taking you for a ride. He taking you for money. She was like, he has never, ever asked me for money. Y'all remember that? So as the season went on, we kind of knew that Yolanda is being, okey-doked. But she's sitting there all wide-eyed, like nothing is going on. Just things just hit her in the face. All kinds of red flags. And so then, y'all remember when she got him on the phone? Y'all remember that? She got him on the phone and honey, he sounded a whole mess. The daughter is like, he don't even sound right. Yolanda. That's not William. Is that William? That's not William. Yolanda just out here in the world gnawing on the inside of a jar. Now, I'm not saying that Yolanda was on the back of that bus licking the windows. I ain't saying that. But what I am saying is that Yolanda seemed like she wasn't all that. So time went on. People started getting more suspicious. People was getting it, but not Yolanda. So then, private eyes got involved. Private detectives got involved. And then he ghosted her. He ghosted her. So she went to Instagram to see if she could talk to him. Honey, his whole Instagram account was gone. And then we find out that 52-year-old Yolanda was sending nude pictures to Williams. She out here showing her whole coochie and her whole tits to this man with the last name of S over the internet. And guess what happened, y'all? When she done sent out these nudes, she got her legs up in the air waving around like you just don't care. Well, this so-called crazed person on the internet, this stranger, that sent her threatening messages, said, if you don't send me some, we're gonna upload these photos for the world, your family, and your children to see. And this stranger who's threatening her, she says, it can't be William. It ain't William. It can't be William. Yolanda! As time went on, child, Yolanda was just getting on my nerves. She never met Williams, from what I remember. It's been a while. From what I y'all remember Williams was not real. Am I right, y'all? Now, come to find out that Yolanda, she got her a new boyfriend. Yolanda got her a new boo, child. She looks good. Her hair is lightened. Okay, she still got that same hairstyle, child, but that's okay. Yolanda got her new boo. She says she's happy, she's healthy, and she's loved. And that's all that matters. But Yolanda, honey, you are number 4, honey, in the hot mess. Because, honey, you aggravated and frustrated me. Congratulations, Yolanda, for finding you a real life man. Let's move on. Number 3. Oh, Lisa. Oh, Lisa, honey. Lisa, again, Angela number 2. Older white woman, hard in the face. I think she was from the South as well. They met up with a young black Nigerian, correct? And she also cut a shy. So, we have Lisa. I think she was like 50s. I think she was in her late 50s, early 60s, early 200s. I can't remember her age. Now, she done met Soulja Boy Usman. See, he was a celebrity down there where he lived. He out there making music. He out there that made a whole song called Baby Girl for Lisa. So, of course, Lisa gets down there, kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. Everything was going somewhat okay. And then we find out who Lisa really is. So, how do we find out who Lisa is? Put her around people. Lisa though went down there and cut a shine in front of his friends and family. Screaming, yelling, cussing. Y'all remember his release party for that song? They were up in the club. Baby girl, baby girl, baby girl, baby girl. Ever that wax song went. All the locals was up in there. Soulja Boy, Soulja Boy, Soulja Boy. The ladies, they were feeling it. But hard-faced Lisa was not. She got the jealousy in her. She got the screaming. She got the yelling. And at the tip of her tongue, she was going to say the N-word. Oh, yes, ma'am, she was. Because when I remember reviewing that, and I was like, hard-faced Lisa, were you going to say the N-word? I think the F not. So what happens, y'all? Lisa and Usman screaming, yelling, baby girl, Soulja Boy. It was a whole mess. And did they get married? I don't think they did, but y'all correct me if I'm wrong, child. I can't remember. But then, come to find out, she did use a racial slur on him. I don't think they got married, y'all. She done called Usman the N-word. And what did TLC say? You're fired. F-I-R-E-D. You're fired. Honey, TLC said take your feet to the street and your Confederate flag and your racist butt back over there. And we have yet, or at least I do. Is there an update on Lisa? Let me see. Baby girl Lisa announces she's married a mystery man. Well, honey, for his sake, I hope he stays a mystery. Lisa was a whole mess out here in the street. Again, Angela number 2. All that jealousy, she cut the shot. And there's Usman looking like a whole fool. But see, one thing about Usman, honey, he got out of that mess. Okay? He got out of that. He cut baby girl Lisa off. Michael can't do the same. Now, I have a tie for 2. I really couldn't decide between these 2 ladies. So, let me just start off with Stephanie. Stephanie, right? Stephanie is allegedly a multimillionaire. She got her own business. Stephanie was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Again, an older lady, older white lady with money. She done came across this young boy named Ryan. Where was he from, y'all? Belize? Is that right? Was it Belize? Done come across this young boy, honey. She paying him. She giving him gifts, giving him money, giving his family money, giving his mama money. She is even paying his wages at his job. She said she loved this boy, Ryan. And see, with the C-19 that was going on, she was unable to see him for over a year, I think. But it was time. The borders are opening up. I can go see my boo. And baby, she goes over there. Again, y'all, was it Belize? I can't remember. She go over there. She see Ryan, honey. Now, see, it started all right. Kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. And let me remind you, honey, there was no boom, boom, boom. See, Ryan had all kinds of excuses. Oh, she must be tired. You had a long journey. It's okay. Ain't your bones hurting with that osteoporosis? See, it was all kinds of excuses. So why Ryan ain't breaking that back? So the more that, the more time she was there, the more time for her to get to drinking. And honey, Stephanie was a hot mess on this trip. She was drinking like she didn't have no liver. She was disheveled. Her hair was all over her head. But she had gifts for Ryan. She had watches and she has clothing. And she even brought, what was it, y'all? Her mother's ring. So he can propose to her with that ring. Now, as time went on, it was a little bit of tension. But one particular night, it was time for the boom, boom, boom. Baby, a huge fight done broke out. The cameras was all over the place. Ryan got his bag, honey, and he said, I'm taking my feet to the street. This woman crazy. This woman is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. No one really knew what happened. Like, what happened? Ryan walking in the dead of night, going down the back alley somewhere. He said, I'm out of here. And we have Stephanie. She cries, snot flying. And then Stephanie had the nerve of accusing Ryan of being a thief. She was like, I know he did not take my ring. Did he take my ring? Did he take my ring? Honey done accused this boy who she so-called loved of thief. And then she accused him of assault in the sex nature. Y'all let me know. I'm a little fuzzy. Did she accuse him of that? But see, Stephanie had a whole plan, honey. See, Ryan had a cousin. Ryan had a whole cousin that she could call up to fill her needs, that she had already slept with before. Honey, that cousin got on the plane, train, automobile to get to her. 6 hours. He said he loved her. She said that she loved him. They called that foolish psychic friend. It was a whole mess. And then Stephanie said, I don't want neither one of you. See, Stephanie said that this was all just made up for TV. And that TLC knew all this. That TLC set all this up. That's what Stephanie said. Stephanie was a whole mess in these streets. Just a slush. A woman with that kind of money acting foolish and embarrassing. Not only did Stephanie get duped by Ryan, she got duped by the cousin. Y'all, I can't remember the cousin's name at the top of my head. Was it Mom? Leave it down below. What is Stephanie doing now? I don't know. I really don't know. But I don't think she has any type of relationship with TLC. Honey, just a hot mess. A hot mess with Stephanie. She's tied with number 2. Who's number 2? Let's talk about Larissa. Y'all remember tornado. Larissa was all about her looks, spending Colt's money. Larissa was up here. Her and Colt was a mess. But guess who was not here for Larissa? Mama Colt. Honey, Larissa and Mama Colt used to argue, fuss, and fight all the time. See, Mama Colt was getting involved with Larissa and Colt. And then one fatal day, okay, it just erupted. And Larissa done went upside Colt's head. 911, do you have an emergency? I done got hit. She hit me. She assaulted me. And honey, Larissa got arrested. Locked up, you can't get me out. Hey, I'm locked up, you can't get me out. Oh no. But she got out. But see, that wasn't good enough for Cole. She got out. He still loved her. She still loved him, honey. It was just a hot mess. And what happened after that? Round 2. They went upside his head again. Locked up, can't get me out. Oh, you can't get me out. I'm locked up, you can't get me out. Oh no. Honey, Larissa said, I'm innocent. And Larissa said that she was innocent. Was she in the bathroom or the bedroom that locked the door? Then had the cell phone, or he took the cell phone, he done busted in the door, honey. It was all kinds of mess. And it was a scratch on his face or something. And the police said, you got a scratch on your face, honey. You coming with us. She was like, damn. So she got arrested twice. And I think at that point, their relationship was pretty much over. Okay? He done moved on. She done moved on. She done found her a new boo, honey. And she got into it with him. What was his name, y'all? Child, I can't remember. Eric. His name was Eric, wasn't it? She done found him a new boo. She done moved in with him and the roommate. And they done had it out. But there was no arrest made. They was just verbally arguing with each other. Larissa was a whole entire mess. And let's not forget, Larissa has children. Has children. Where she lived that her daddy is raising. But Larissa found Eric, and Eric paid for her plastic surgery. Larissa done got her face carved up. I think she got boobs. I think she got a buttocks. What is Larissa up to now, y'all? Larissa is saying that her and Eric are still together. And she wants more plastic surgery. Will she be on TLC again? I don't know. I'm not looking for Larissa because Larissa got on my nerves. And that is why Larissa is tied with number 2. Now, if y'all know me, and y'all know I've been reviewing this show for a long time, y'all already know who's number 1. Y'all already know who I got on the top of the hot mess list of 90 Day Fiancé. Bam. Broad back. Who else is it going to be than Angela? Ever since this show has been on the air, Angela has been on it. For some reason, TLC love this woman. For some reason. I still don't know what it is. Oh yeah, that's right. It's good TV. Angela showed up and showed out, I tell you. Angela is 300 years old. She's a grandmother. Beautiful grandkids. And of course, she met Michael, Nigerian. He's younger than her. She older than him. And what happened, y'all? She went over there how many times? Was it 4 times? They eventually got married. But in between that, honey, it was all kinds of screaming, yelling, hollering, disrespect, belittling. Just a mess. And then she brought desserts into the mix. She done brought delicious cakes into the mix. Not only one, but twice she shoved a cake in this man's face. And he took it. And she out here looking a whole fool. Y'all remember when she had all those patches and stuff on her chest? Looked like an Etch-a-Sketch chest. Hair dry and brittle, just like her mouth. I'm an American. I'm an American. Just squalling all over the place. Fussing, fighting, and jealousy. We've seen it over and over and over again, the way she acted to this man. And then, it was the night before they supposedly got married, and honey, Angela really cut her shine. The verbal abuse that she gave this man shouldn't have been tolerated. Now, I'm not one for violence. I'm not one for domestic violence. I'm not one for a man to hit a woman or a woman to hit a man. But what I'm saying, on that night when Angela cut her shine, I'm just saying that Michael should have tripped and headbutted her. Why TOC thought that it was a good idea to even show that? Because again, I have said this. If it was the other way, they would have shut that down. There is no way they would have had Michael shove 2 cakes in that woman's face and aired it. There was no way they would have had Michael talk to Angela the way Angela talked to him. She threatened that man. But she keeps coming back. Over and over again. And Michael, dum-dum, marries her. And then they still talking about her having babies. And we all know that will never happen. Never. So again, they bring her back to 90-day happily ever after. Same story, same recycled story, over and over and over again. It was horrible. I haven't watched it because y'all know I stopped reviewing it because I just could not deal with Angela no more and the recycled storylines. But I know that she's back being Angela. She done had plastic surgery, I know that. And she's in there, show talking about I want to divorce Michael. I'm an American. Shut up. This is why Angela Broadback is number 1. She's number 1. Hot mess. What did y'all think? Y'all know what to do. Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye!